Sorry, Vocal 4. That was totally my bad. I don't know what the hell happened there. Um, I really want to try something with the share screen directly with you here. Really sorry, everyone. Really sorry. Oh, shit. You fixed it? Yeah, I had too much stuff running in the background. What I was trying to do is I was trying to do Discord, YouTube, and play a game at the same time. And oh, not just that. What else did I had something else running in the background. Sorry, the PC laptop stuff kind of new to me. I'm not used to this stuff. Tell you the truth, I'd rather play games on my phone than I would on here. Oh, excuse me. The neighbors upstairs just fucking. I thought he was shoveling his fucking steps. No, he's just walking around upstairs. Holy fuck. Fucking weirdo. Oh, and then that OBSB. Everything we set up, I somehow accidentally deleted everything. I don't know how I did it. It just happened. And it was like the day after we had everything preset and I was like so excited to use it. And then something froze. I don't know if it was YouTube that froze. It wasn't OBS. Something froze in the background and it just started locking everything else up. And I was like, oh, fuck, what the fuck? So I get stuck on the OBS screen. I was like, okay, close, 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 and I'm clicking. And then all of a sudden, these other screens start popping up and then delete, 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 delete. I was like, oh, I was clicking before the screens were even there. And yeah, I know it'll be easier now again, too. And it'd probably be beneficial if I do it again. Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't want to bother you with it before, man. I didn't want to bother you with it before. Yeah, because I don't know the time you spent with. I asked my other buddy today. I was like, "Hey, can you help me set this up again, so I don't have to like call my buddy and be like, hey, yeah, by the way, I accidentally deleted everything. Look like a fucking retard, but here you are, and just telling you right now, I'm a fucking retard." Oh. And then, just fuck, man, just everything. Fuck, fucking, fuck, fuck. Oh, got my fucking beer. Ooh, ooh, feels nice. I haven't had a drink in like, I think over a week. Oh yeah, thank you. Hey B, you gotta, you gotta check them out. Uh, actually, speaking of which, since you were so generous of this, you know what? I'm gonna give you the full blown thing. There you go. Just for being so generous. You guys are hilarious. And good luck on that the the acreage thing you got there. You got a beautiful view, man. It's pretty cool. B, check him out, Real Outdoor Living. He's got some they're staying in a bus right now, which is kind of cool. Like the Partridge family. Hey, can I come live with you? Be part of the Partridge. See, there's it's not as glitchy now that I got everything all fixed up. Yeah, I got everything cleaned up now. This is awesome. Uh, B, he reminds me of like when I took over the farm and I cleaned out all the bush and shit. Oh, We're not even 10 minutes in. I think I got 2 swear words in too. That's not good. Trying like to keep the swear words after 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, 11 minutes, you're pretty good. And then the moderators don't bother you. No, 100%, man. I'm trying to remember who sent me over to your channel. That's so weird. And what's funny is who sent me over to your channel. I don't see on your channel ever. Like, it's so weird. Like, I'm gonna have to like go fishing or something and find out. Ugh. Oh, so what I was talking about before. Okay. Uh, man, do I have to do this all over again? What time is it? Okay. Yeah, I got about an hour to talk, and I don't want to talk this all over again. I hate doing things twice. So what was I talking about earlier? Um, oh, issues with people. People finding a job during Christmas and December, and people that have emotional issues and stuff like that, or just had trauma in their lives at bad times, bad places. So we had hired on this guy, Blair, a really good friend of mine, super good friend of mine. Like when nobody told me his name, when he showed up on job site, he called me out. He heard me on the roof. He was like, "Who do I hear up on that roof?" I was like, "Oh my goodness, it's Blair." I'm like, "This is gonna be awesome. You have no idea, like, this guy can work." Like, me and Blair together, boom, 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 just get stuff done, and just we hired him in December. Yeah, I wish I had StreamYard so I could post these. Oh, yeah, I don't have to post these. Anyone in the chat can read these anyways. But yeah, it's a really beautiful view, and the bus is so much fun to drive around, and when we get it our cabin's built all around. You're very welcome to stay. Well, I'm Canadian too, and I don't think they'll let me into the States because I have an impaired. So unless I get my impaired resolved, and that was a long time ago, but I don't think they'll let me cross the border, even with impaired. I know other people, they've had it impaired like 8 years ago, 10 years ago, and they won't let them cross. I had a buddy, they literally dug through the corner of his pocket, okay? You know that little corner of your pocket right there? Found a little chunk of hash. Yeah. And then he got blacklisted. This is in the 70s, late 70s. And he got put on the FBI list, DEA list. Yeah, he got put on the list, big list. So but anyways, my buddy that we hired him on like beginning of December. And December, it's a hard time for a lot of people, okay? Emotionally, mentally, oof, um, even suicides and stuff like that. Oh, you're not allowed to say that on here, are you? And I'm not at the 10-minute mark. But anyways, the unaliving parts and stuff, but that's nothing to point to this story. It's oh, I'm totally gonna get written up for this on YouTube. I'm totally gonna get written up. Should I just cancel this and start this over again? So minus the unaliving parts, he's going through a lot of stuff in his life. A lot of family issues. He had kids and stuff that, his ex-wife was super toxic. And then just hiring him at Christmas time, I think it was December 7th, like the worst time to hire somebody, especially somebody who's going through some major trauma. And I knew like as soon as he went, I'm like, yeah, this is awesome, but it's a super fault. Don't make it public after. Okay, yeah, I won't. I won't. So Blair didn't work out. He didn't last till I think we had some weather issues and stuff, and he was kind of staying with his brother, which is another issue, and just being Christmas, I knew it wasn't going to be a good time for him to get hired. And same for me. I'm in this position right now, and where December and January are the worst times for me. Absolute worst times for me. My mother disappeared when I was 7 years old. Um, she okay. My dad had two kids. My mom had two kids, and then there's me in the middle. Hello, hello. I am not a crook. Okay, so um, so then my mom got divorced with my dad when I was, I think, like 4 years old, 4 years old, something like that. And I ended up getting stuck with my dad somehow. My dad's two kids lived with their mom, and then my mom took her two kids. And so I was always close with my mom. I go stay with her on the weekends and stuff like that. And even during the weekdays, we go do things like bowling. We were in a bowling league and shit like that. And then 7 years old, Christmas time, uh, just disappears, just absolutely disappears. I was like, okay, what the hell is going on? Hired friends and fired them all at the same time. In the same, yeah, that's an issue. Then don't hire newfies. Don't hire a newfie. Yeah. They'll get the job done, but seriously, you're gonna want to fire them at all. So then 2 2 years, 3 years later, I'm seven. Yeah, okay, I'm seven. I turned nine. I turned nine. I'm just about to turn nine. And it's fucking Christmas Eve. My mom calls back on the landline. You know, when phones used to like connect to things, you had to stand there in front of your parents while you're talking to your girlfriend. So my mom calls and she's like, "Hey, you want to come out to your grandparents' place for Christmas?" And I was like, "This is Christmas Eve and it's like 7 o'clock at night. You're asking me now to come out to your grandparents' place, and your grandparents live like a half an hour away. So even if you come to get me, we'd be there at like 8:30 max, blah blah blah. I know we have the midnight candle, blah blah blah, some Catholic bullshit. Uh, but like legit, really, you're just gonna appear again out of nowhere like an angel had dropped you from the sky. It's a Christmas miracle. Your mom is back. And right there from that just totally ruined my fucking Christmases. Absolutely just destroyed my Christmases. And the worst part is, like, you know what? I wish my birthday was in December instead of being in January. But the funny part is, like, my cousin Neely, January, my cousin Jarek, January, me, January, my friend Lynn, January. Everyone I know is like a January baby. And what's funny is me, if you know anything about astrology, okay, Capricorn, Aquarius, right? They're the two next to each other, next in line. So you have Capricorn, Aquarius, and then you go down the series of the line of astrology, right? Okay, so I am born on January 20th, which is called a spear or a cusp. There's multiple terms for this. February, January, February. Uh, well, are you a spear? Are you in the cusp? Because depending on who you read, in your astrology, I'm either a Capricorn. Oh, sorry. I'm either a Capricorn or I'm an Aquarius. And if it's a leap year, I'm always a Capricorn. Yeah, figure that out, right? If there's a leap year, I'm a Capricorn for that whole year. I'm not an Aquarius. Yeah, I don't know. It's fucked up. February. Oh, that's actually close to the cusp. Actually, here, I have a phone right here. Oh, I was gonna look up actually, here, I'm gonna use this phone for this one. I dropped my good phone in the toilet, the phone that I control and do all my editing with in the toilet right before New Year's, and yeah, it's done, and I'm still doing recovery right now. Okay, sorry, just give me a minute. This phone's really weird, but it was free. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Can I talk into this phone? I don't think I've ever. Oh, here we go. Astrology signs, astrology signs and months. Oh, well, that might help actually. I can just skip to this picture and it tells us everything just by looking at a picture. You know, well, not so much with this one. See, if I would have used the other phone, would have been much easier. Okay, so you're a Pisces. You're a Pisces, and then you said, oh, the Pisces date change is March 20th. What? February 24th? Then you wouldn't be a. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're a Pisces still. No, you're a Pisces. Yes, I'm reading this correctly. So this is weird the way this one's set up. I don't know. I'm reading a couple different things. Of course, it's not going to show on there. Okay, so highlights for today. I was gonna actually talk about. This is kind of funny. I was thinking today on the walk home. I went for a long walk today, and I was thinking to myself, um, for some reason, I had w- what was it that it's my birthday and I'll cry if I want to, cry if I want. I had that song stuck all the way to the beer vendor, and that's like all the way across town. Like you can't walk any farther across town, and it like I had earbuds in. That's all I could hear all the way to the beer vendor. So I went and grabbed my beer, and then all the way back, I'm thinking to myself, like, hmm, what jobs have the highest suicide rate? And I was just thinking about that. I'm like, like, like it used to be dentists. It used to be dentists and veterinarians. It used to be dentists and veterinarians. I know three veterinarians that have themselves, um, and in just some weird ways. Like I don't know why do people like like you're a vet, you should know how to do this better, right? But could have done this a little less painful. Like you could have just gave yourself a ketamine overdose and you'd have been fine. But yeah, it's weird. So I looked up today the worst jobs to have if you want to keep a steady head. Okay. So if if you want to go mental and do something, whew, okay. Anyone want to guess? Number one, okay? There's three of you in here. What's the worst job for unaliving yourselves? Like, what's the highest? Okay, the job with the highest SOS rate, if you understand what I mean. What job has the? And I have a list of 10. So we're starting at number. Oh, here. Let's start it. What are your guys' thoughts?
Oh, really?
Oh man, they're already dead. Like, what do you have to worry about? Like, that's what I'm thinking. Like, they're dead already. Like, what are you gonna fuck up? Like, even if you like slipped and fell and like stabbed them, it'd be like, whatever. We'll just cover them up with some clothes, put them in their casket, blow on their way. No one's gonna see it. It's not like I went there and just stabbed him a million times, you know? I'm like, "Ah, this is what I do. Ah!" Yeah, imagine that's what morticians do. They just sit there and, like, pull out a knife, just start stabbing dead bodies. "This is how I keep saying." Yeah. Actually, you know what's so funny? I got sent to the principal's office in junior high because we had a student teacher come in, and her first day, the teacher is like, "Hey, anyone?" She asks a stupid question like, "Anyone want to ask what my husband does for a living?" And then me, straight up, like instantly, my hand went up. I was like the first person up. I was like, "Mortician." My teacher looked at me like, "Robin, to the principal's office. Robin, to the principal's office." I was like, "That's a good answer." Fuck, how did I know he was a ski instructor? Fuck, like, fuck, mortician? That's a fucking banging answer. Like, in the ski instructor, who the fuck would have thought that? Like, fuck, my answer was way better, and then I got sent to the principal's office. Yeah, and the principal didn't know what to say to me. I don't know. I don't know. See, this is a story of my life. I was like, I keep thinking and my brain doesn't stop. Kinda really sucks being stuck down here in a bunker not working. Oh, okay. So number 10, production workers, uh, line workers, conveyor workers, people repetitive workers, meat cutters, people doing the same job every day. Uh, like meat plant workers, people doing the same job. So that's number 10 on the highest rate of uh, yourself going and walking into the woods and disappearing. Um, Anyone else want to guess? There's only you guys in here, anyways. Oh, number 9. This surprised me. This really surprised me. Number 9, artists. Artists killing themselves. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Maybe they sign their like life away to their like family and stuff, so they get all the rights to their paintings, like or their artwork. Because an artist isn't worth anything until they're dead, right? Am I right? Am I right? Like I got there's so much art here that I have myself. Here, let me grab this. Check this out. This is one that I've done. And this is layers. Oh, actually, no, this one isn't layers. Where's my layered one? Oh, no. I can't find my layered one right now, and I'm not gonna find it. I'm on a mission to go with these. Yeah, they're you'll see these all over certain cities you go to, like in my area, you'll see these paintings all set up through all over the place. Um, and what's funny is no one paints over them. They're so tasteful that when people see them, they're like, "Wow." You know, you see them paint the rest of the wall, and then they leave, like, that little spot. It's kinda nice. I did have the original one in a warehouse, and it was painted over, and I was actually really choked because I knew the guy who took over that warehouse, and he knew me, and it was kinda like a slap in the face to me, and I haven't talked to him since he painted over that. And it wasn't just that, there was ones that are one-offs that I never did any more artwork with. Uh, like, I have a skull with kids walking across a bridge. It's like, there's so much stuff. They're only in my head. I'm just gonna have to remake everything again. And I'm a Banksy kind of artist. I do stencils and I'll do layers with stencils. So make a stencil like offset a little bit. And no, I didn't get that in jail, but it is a jailhouse tat. That's like real. I wanted to see how it would feel. And you know what's funny? If I went to jail, that would help me a lot actually. That's a get out of jail free card right there. Bang, 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 bang. Okay, so arts, designs, entertainment, sports, and media as well on that arts department. Painting. I only do stencil work. I'm a Banksy. I'm a Banksy guy. When I actually started doing my artwork, uh, I gotta stop banging the table. I didn't realize how much it vibrated through the laptop. Um, when I started doing my stencils and stuff, like here, I'll show you what the materials I use. I use these plastics and then I'll add them to each other if I need to make a bigger stencil, and then I can reuse them. But the issue is when I get these plastics, I gotta fucking iron them. And ironing them, I can't get them super flat, which I'm really not happy with. So for me doing stencils, what I've been doing is really I just take a can of spray paint, I spray a sheet of newspaper, and then I put another layer of newspaper on it. So now I'm dealing with a full size sheet for my stencils, and then I spray it again with spray paint and then put another sheet on there, and I make a nice hefty layer of like newspaper, and it's thick, almost like cardboard, but I wouldn't go any more than 3 layers of newspaper, even 2. Start off with 2 layers of newspaper, then do your stencil, whatever you wanna do, then start adding more layers to your stencil, and then flip it around, and then you can cut that stencil out, but get it to about no less than at least 4 or 5 layers of newspaper if you're gonna stencil. And the more you stencil with that spray paint and stuff, the more it becomes rigid, more it comes sharp. Like you have to use it. But the thing is, don't overdo it and don't let it drip. Please don't like if anything if you're gonna stencil stuff, like fine stroke, fine stroke, fine stroke, fine stroke. And then make sure if you're like doing a good tag out in the streets and stuff, that you mask off, like, it's not hard to, like, carry a sheet with you, and you have some plastic with you, and then you can mask off, so you don't have to worry about overspray going past you. You want something super clean, super nice. Don't leave drip marks, so be very cautious on how you spray. Don't just be very, like, layer it in, and when you pull your stencil too, it's nice. And I use 3M glue on my stencils. So when I get to the site, I spray 3M glue. It's a it's like a rubber glue. And then you push it up on the wall and then just flatten it out. Just make sure all the little fine details, because I have so many fine details that I put in my stencils. Just make sure everything's pushed on flat, and then make sure it's set flat, make sure everything's flat, then spray. And like I said, do that fine mist and it'll come out really nice. And when then pulling your stencils, treat your stencils like they're your children. Be very gentle, like a newborn baby. Always treat a stencil like it's a newborn baby. When you put the paint on the paper stencils, it becomes wet and liquid again. You want to try and keep it as flat as possible when you're done using your stencils. You want to use that stencil as many times as possible. That stencil is that's your money maker. That's your soul is that stencil. I had my dad throw out a bunch of my stencils thinking they were a bunch of trash, which I was really not happy with. What do you mean your logo, like from your channel? Here, actually, you know what? I can do stuff like this that I'm on here. Oh, yeah, they won't let me do that. That sucks. Okay, I really need to get this OSB up and running. Uh, B, he was in here earlier. Uh, sorry, just give me a second. I gotta close this. Fuck. Are you done now? Thank you. Sorry, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the computer. Um, Long Tom there, that's my buddy B. I went to grade school with this guy. He's into music and other things. Uh, no, if I can get this OBS up and running. And you guys are just using your phones, eh? Which sucks because I just totally. You want to see what happens when you drop a phone in a toilet? Okay, okay. Yeah, I'll take a look at that after. I was gonna try and do that right now, and I can't do that right now. And I can't do it with these fucking phones either. If I had my hard drive, like my phone, whatever, I'm not gonna be mad. That was like a month ago I dropped my fucking phone, not even a month ago. And I controlled everything. I could even go to every bar in town and I could take over the stereo systems. That was my phone. That was my baby. That was my baby. It had everything. But the other day I got my Microsoft account sorted out because I went to play Xbox the other day, play Grand Theft Auto, and it put me right back at the beginning where we're running away in the snow from that bank robbery. And I'm like, why is the game starting from the beginning? And it's because I put my phone in the toilet. So I had to do Microsoft recovery, oh, a bunch of other recovery. My plan is tomorrow afternoon, I'm gonna do a major recovery on my phone and then put whatever I can recover onto this Samsung phone, which is free. But the issue is, well, you're not gonna see this. The quality. See how burnt it looks? It's as burnt as it looks. This phone is burnt. I can see the numbers in the keypad, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna see if I can recover everything. Uh, yeah, a long time ago. Yeah, but I controlled everything. Like, and notice I say everything, everything. Everyone always makes fun of me because I always say every, not every. It's not every. That's my Manitoba lingo for you. Avery. Like it's a name. Hey, everybody. Coming outside for a cigarette with me. Yeah, don't smoke. Oh, do you guys ever watch that what's his name? Damon Darling? Where he talked that lady today with the voice box? Meh, meh, meh. She was awesome. One of the coolest people I've ever seen in my life. Be like, yeah, you know what? Come over to my place. You know what? You want a carton of cigarettes? Really? Just because I disconnected that, I lose everyone? Yeah, the best thing to do is just laugh about it. Uh, Yeah, just laugh about it. But that Damon Darling today, that was hilarious with that lady with the voice box. I still, I'm still, I'm still strong. That was so cool. You know what's funny is I'm like attracted to people like that. She's like, holy shit, everyone else around me, okay? Like, hey, that lady has a voice box. Let's go talk to her. And we're like, no, what the fuck, Robin? What the fuck are you doing, man? Oh, we can't just go fucking intrude her. Like, my voice, she's got voice box. She's got problems. It's like, yeah, those are problems I want to listen to, not your dog pissing on your carpet fucking problems. Like, fuck. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I even have a spot for you guys. Hi. Oh, see, I'm smaller than I look. I should probably put this down lower so nobody knows where I am. Certain people, if they watch this, they would know where I was in a second. And I was a headhunter in Quebec for a while. Hey, do you guys want to hear my headhunting story in Quebec? Where I used to go find people? So, when I lived in Quebec, oh, my laptop's actually cooking snow right now. So, when I lived in Quebec, there's this guy who owed a bunch of money. He was a broker. So what he did is he brought people into a company and he got a percentage of, well, it's not just a percentage, he got $5 per hour from their wages to him. Wife? Oh, you're here now. Okay. So this guy owed like 180 grand to his workers because the paychecks went to him and then he paid out his checks. And he decided to go on to binge and like a binge and yeah, I'm back. I had too many things running. I was running OBS too, and OBS didn't seem to like. No, I was running Discord, so nobody could find this guy. Nobody could find this guy. So word came around at this bar. This guy came and found me, and I knew his employees already. I knew a few of them already, and then one of them came up to me and they hired me to go find this guy. And it's funny, the three pieces of information I had: a river. Okay, oh, sorry, a river, trampoline, a young boy and a young girl. Three pieces of information. Okay. So I knew this river. It's just a stream, but like you don't want to fall down into the stream. It's like deep. It's like 20, 25 feet drop into this fucking river stream. And then I remember, oh, sorry, it's fourth. I had four pieces of information. We were at a bar one time. We just stopped at a bar. And he's like, yeah, I just live up the road. So, fourth piece of information. So I head up this road. It's cold. It's like minus 20 there's 20 Celsius right now. And I'm sitting here in a hoodie. You see where I wear a toque inside? I would show off this lovely hair if it was combed, but summer's over. Toque is on. Okay. So I follow this road by this bar. I find the river, which I already knew. Blah blah blah. Ooh, it's nice and cold now. Could probably use that after a couple days of being plugged in. Oh, heating blanket sounds nice right now. I was gonna get the wife one for Christmas, but I'm not working. Money. Okay, so I follow this road by this bar. I find the river. driving down this road and I find this house with a trampoline in the backyard. And you can clearly see the trampoline in the backyard. There's like a garage, like add-on garage, and then a trampoline off to the corner of the yard. And then there's these two young kids, a little girl and a little boy. So me being my English assholeness, Manitoba-ness, I know everyone's friendly, so I say, "Bonjour, ça va? Parlez-vous anglais? Hello, how are you? Do you speak English?" The little girl, little boy, "Oh, yeah, we speak English." I was like, "Ah, um, do you know a Pat?" And, they look at me, "Oh, yeah, yeah, Pat, yes, he's inside the house." I love kids. I love kids. Kids don't lie. You ask a kid a question, and your okay, say if my emotions would have been different. If I showed up, you're like, "Hey, Pat here." Like, "So, bless, bless," and, like and but I came into it nice, "Oh, bonjour, ça va?" Like, and it just right there, kids right there. So, I walk up to the front door, and the the storm door is closed, okay? And it's one of those full glass. You can't use a screen door or anything. It's full glass. And then the main door is wide open. I remember it was bright fucking red. Bright fucking red door. Like typical big fucking house door. So I go and knock. I just knocked. I didn't hit the doorbell. I knocked because I didn't want to leave fingerprints. I didn't know what was gonna happen to Pat after. So Pat comes rolling down the stairs, and as soon as he sees me, he's just, Robin, hi, hi, come in. You beer. You come up, come upstairs, come upstairs. He's starting to get all Bobcat Goldthwait on me. I just looked at him. I was like, dude, cracked a fucking beer. We're sitting at the island in the kitchen. I was like, dude, you know why I'm here? He's like, yeah, I do know why I'm here. I do know why you're here. And, yeah, kids will dime out anyone. Exactly. Kids will dime out anyone. This is why I love kids. This is why I love kids. And I don't have kids of my own, but I know how to deal with them. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. So he's like freaking out still. I'm like, look, Pat, like, you know what you did, blah, blah, blah. You just need to clear this up. Like that's a big chunk of change. It was 180 grand. 180 grand. And you have to think these guys flew in from Alberta, BC, like all over the fucking country to come and work at this aerospace company. And he promised them 45 dollars no, $55 an hour. And he was taking $5 an hour off of each of their hours. So he was getting charged from the company um what was it, $60 an hour, more than that, yeah, $60 an hour he's getting charged from this company to bring in 10 guys, and then he brought in these 10 guys and was only paying them $55 an hour. So he was taking all these hours from 10 guys sitting there with his thumb up his ass, blah, 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 putting up his nose, fucking smoking crack, like, what the motherfucker, no wonder I'm gonna show up at your door. Like, what the fuck? It was so funny. We ended up going to a bar after, and it was so funny because he's trying to get me drunk. I knew he was like, "That's how I'm gonna get him. That's how I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him so fucking drunk he doesn't remember what happened today." And he kept trying to feed me drinks. I'm like, "No, no, I gotta take this back, man. Like, I'm sorry. I gotta take this back. Like, what you did was fucking wrong." And you realize these guys, they're living in hotel rooms. You think these guys are having fun? Like, fuck, the only reason I'm here is because fucking somebody added in for you. And just wait, what's behind me next? Like, you're gonna have to find a new spot to go wide if you don't fucking take care of this bill. Like, what am I supposed to do? I'm like 5'5", 122 pounds. Like, I was just there as a messenger. But I love doing stuff like that because everyone always knew, like, nothing was ever gonna happen when I showed up, but they knew. They knew. They were terrified, absolutely terrified when I showed up. Like, when that guy I worked with fucking owed money to the fucking HA, the fucking 81s. Oh, that was interesting. Uh, I don't know. Have you guys heard the Banff story or the Canmore Banff story with the Hells Angels? No? I gotta go take a piss and I gotta derobe a little bit. But if you haven't heard that story and you want me to tell the story, I'll tell it. The story I probably told this story like 3 times on here already. Or this will be the third time. And the only reason I tell this story is because pretty much everyone's dead. And anyone who is alive probably has no say anymore anyways. Un momento. Am I the only one who likes to like sit down and take a piss as a man? Like I like to sit down. You know, it gives you a break. You know, a moment to sit and relax for a moment. But they also say it's not good for a guy to sit down and take a piss. Bad for the bladder, apparently. Um, Anyone have any advice on that? Do we have a doctor in the house? Bueller, Bueller, Bueller. Oh, and the worst part is, yeah, another weird thing is you haven't heard this story. I don't know. There, it depends, and you know what? Down in the states and stuff, there the 81s are 81s. The the, the 81s. You know what I mean? Um, I don't know. They're not so bad. It's only bad when your balls hit the water. Yeah, yeah, I know. That just dates you as a person. Yeah. What were you born in the 40s? Well, sorry, I thought I could do without the hoodie. No, I can't. It's too cold. I'd rather be too hot than too cold. I'm a nudist by trade. Um, okay, so story time. Story time. Okay, so dropped out of high school, blah blah blah. Ran into a bunch of like people because I don't know when you drop out of school, you meet a bunch of other dropouts and stuff, or you find people to get a job with. And I found a job with this like drywall guy. They called him Rocket Man, just like Rocket Man. Oh, yeah. I'm the wife, so it's extra weird when your balls hit the water. Yeah. Too much, too much, too much. You took too much. I yeah. Okay, that's something I don't want to be hearing right now. So I got a job with this rocket guy, rocket, no, rocket drywall. Anyways, rocket drywall ended up committing suicide. Oh, sorry, he unalived himself. Uh, and I ended up working for this other guy who said he was this rocket drywall guy. And we get up to Canmore. Canmore is just like maybe 10 minutes south of Banff. Banff. Oh, you want to call south? Yeah, I'm gonna say south because it's a little bit south. Like it's like this. Banff and Canmore are like this. And then there's Lake Louise, which would be up here. So you have oh sorry, this is so weird to do this. So that away. There we go. Oh, there you just actually look at my fingers. Okay, so Banff, this is Banff. Lake Louise, and then Canmore right here. Oh, sorry, but Canmore is like over here. So they call it the VD triangle. The VD triangle. You guys know, I don't need to explain. Okay. So we're up in Canmore. We're there for about 3 days. Yeah, your wife, yeah, your wife is nuts, eh? Yeah. I'll try and send you guys, you should send me your email. I'll send you my Elf on the Shelf pictures that I did for this Christmas. Yeah. My Elf on the Shelf. They're tasteful. They're YouTube worthy, but here I'll just repost them on my channel anyways. You'll see. I'll do my old Elf on the Shelf. Um, but so we get to Canmore and we're there for like 3 days and we're at a bar and my boss, he's sitting there on the phone right there. I went and took a no, I went outside for a cigarette and I came back in. I knew people there who had weed and stuff, so I was out was probably smoking a joint. Like, I got connections all over the place. So, I come back in, I'm high as fuck. Yeah, I'm high as fuck. My boss is sitting there just freaking out on the phone. "You want your fucking money? Come get it, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "Oh, well, that doesn't sound good." I was like, "What was that all about?" And he's like, "Yeah, don't fucking worry about it." I was like, "Oh, okay, whatever." So literally the next day, go to work, go do some drywall on these condos, and then yeah, get off work, and then I brought my bike with me, my mountain bike with me, and went for a mountain bike ride and riding through town, and I look over, I was like, "Holy shit, I know this truck." Like no shit, I know this truck. And when it drove by, and I didn't recognize the driver at first. At first, it took me a minute. By the time I got back to the hotel, okay, calm down, you two. Calm down. Eat some cake. I'm not down for sweets though. Hey, I got laid last night for the first time in like, I don't know, like 4 months, and I'm married. Damn. I guess I'll call that my birthday fuck, I guess. Happy birthday. Uh, so I see this truck, blah blah blah, and but I didn't recognize the guy at first. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Three. What type of three-way caused that much VD? Okay. I'm trying to stick to the story right now because I'm so ADD. Okay. So I see this truck. I get back to the hotel where we're staying. And I get back into the hotel room to the other two guys that I'm working with. So there's only three of us, the boss, me, and then this other guy. And I'm telling them, and they're like, "No, no, 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 no fucking way. There's no way they could be here since I ended that phone call." And me telling you the truth, I didn't know what happened in that conversation until I came back and told them that I seen so and so's vehicle in town. I didn't know what he had said, and he told them straight up, he borrowed a bunch of money from the 81s, and he's like, "You know what? You're not gonna come fucking find me. You're not gonna fucking find me. Come get your money. I dare you. I dare you." And that's what he said to them on the phone. And I like, in retrospect, thinking about that now, like, fuck, that was, like, stupidest thing I could ever for tell you the truth, I'm really not married, but I might as well be. I'm not going anywhere unless something catastrophic happens. And tell you the truth, if the wife was on here, she'd probably say the same. And you know what's funny is I wrote on my hand last night, regret, because I was gonna ask her that last night. Do you have any regrets? The wife's been through some shit. Um, she's just not into doing YouTube anymore. She doesn't wanna, I don't know. A lot of stuff's happened in YouTube over the last 7 years. We've made a lot of friends on YouTube. Um, we've made a lot of enemies on YouTube too. And making enemies on YouTube is it's I don't know. When you start building a community and stuff, it's not hard to pick the weakest person. And I'm really sorry, I'm really changing topics here. I don't need any lube, the wife's a squirter. No joke. I love squirters, she's great. Actually, I should have taken the sheets today because I'm a live-in home butler right now. I should have actually taken the sheets and washed them today for her. And I should have brought her lunch, but she didn't tell me that she didn't need a lunch, so I don't know. If you don't ask, you don't know. That I always ask questions. It's the Hutterite way, and I'm not a Hutterite. And if you know what a Hutterite is, it's like an Amish, but a Hutterite will ask you a question, like a question like, "Could I get it a little bit cheaper?" And then you know what? Maybe you will get a little bit cheaper. Like, say you go to a store, just like a mom and pop store, and be like, "Could I get a discount for the hell of it?" And like, okay, well, he asked for a discount. Let's give him a discount. Nobody ever asked for a discount. Give him 10% discount. I'm like, but it's the Hutterite way. And if you don't ask, you don't know. And then seriously, everywhere you go, ask. Okay, say you need a part for your vehicle. Okay, so you go to like AutoZone or Piston. I don't know what you have in the States. We have like Piston Ring, UAP Napa, um, unless you want to go to dealerships, but like those are the two main ones I go to are Piston Ring and UAP Napa. But you guys in the States, you have like AutoZone and stuff like that. Ask them. Ask them. Okay, this alternator, could I get a better deal? And then most of the time, yeah. And then people don't realize that. You ask and you get a better deal. But if you don't ask, that's the thing. Think about how many people don't ask. Like you could easily get 10% off of something. And that almost covers your taxes in here in Manitoba. That our taxes are 14%. So right there, I just took fucking 10% off my taxes asking for a deal. You know, you don't ask, you don't know. Just saying, start asking. Don't be afraid to ask. Like seriously. Like even if you're at like, oh, ugh, you see how I just cringed? Oh, here, check this out. You see the goosebumps? See, I got goosebumps. I'm just thinking Walmart right now and I got goosebumps. Yeah. See, I don't go to Walmart. I'm not allowed in Walmart. The wife won't let me in Walmart. I go I go crazy. I can't do Walmart. But if you go up to, like, somebody who's working in, like, say, like, shoes or, um, like, blouses or, uh, hospital wear, what do you call them? Not fatigues. What do you call hospital wear? Not gowns. Scrubs. Scrubs. You go and get scrubs. Some of the scrubs at the Walmart are just ridiculous and ask the lady who's working there at the change thing. Hey, is there anything I could do with this and make this a better price? Maybe she'll do it. And just out of the kindness out of their heart, they'll fucking do it. And they know what they're doing is wrong, but like fuck it. If you don't ask, you don't know. AutoZone, Advance Auto. Okay. Okay. In Quebec, the tire shops are called Pinu, but it's spelt Pinus, Pinus tire. And then you'll see Pinus alignment as you're driving down the road, or OK Pinus, Pinus, not penis. Pinus is so funny in Quebec. Peanut, Pinu, Pinus, Penis tire, OK penis. Is it just an OK penis, or does that penis need an alignment? Uh, Show cleavage, don't show moose knuckle. If you go back deep enough in some of my lives, you probably see some more than moose knuckle. I'm pretty sure there's something there dangling. And what's so funny is YouTube will sit there and like knack me for all this little other shit. But if you go back deep enough, there's stuff in my channel that probably shouldn't be there. But I've been here for like what, since 2013? Holy shit, that's like 11 years. No, that's more than 11 years. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing here. Sorry, math is not my function. I'm off duty right now. I don't do math off duty. I went off on somebody in Walmart recently. Yeah, see, I don't do Walmart. Scrolls, yeah, I can't fucking do Walmart. I can't. Okay, in Superstore. Superstore in Canada is kind of like Costco without the deals. It's Costco without the deals. That's Superstore. And like seriously, I remember one time I had just this is when I broke my ankle. I'm in there with crutches. Somebody left a grape on the ground and I hit and the grape wasn't even near the vegetable variety area. Like we're getting into like fish and frozen foods section, okay? And one of my crutches, and it was my fucking broken leg side. Just had the cast on for 4 days, and my cast side crutch hit a grape on the floor and it swung out. And I was like, what? And I fucking landed on my back. I had my leg up in the air like this, my crutch up in the air like this, and this old man sitting there leaning on his cart. And the funniest thing, it was all broccoli. You know where the child sits? That little basket? It was all broccoli. Like, I've never seen so much fucking broccoli. He's sitting there leaning over this cart. He's like, his wife's like, what just happened? He just looks over. He's like, he slipped on a grape. Like the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. And I'm the one on the ground just looking up at this guy. He's like, just he slipped on a grape. Like he watched the whole thing, like, hey, watch out. There's a grape on the ground. Just nope. He just slipped on a grape. Like, you fucking cocksucker. Hey, by the way, hey, watch out there, broken guy with the cast. Hey, there's a grape on the ground. Don't step on that. Holy fuck. Yeah, that's the story of my life. I got carried into a Wendy's one time by a fucking 6'2" woman. She was a basketball player. Carried me into a Wendy's because I fucking shattered my other ankle. She carried me into Wendy's like a baby. I went and ordered food, and then she went down, put me in a booth like a baby, and then grabbed my food. Oh, that was so good. The good old days when I was a drug dealer. And I didn't have to pay her to do anything. And she didn't even do drugs. That was the cool thing. The when I was a drug dealer, the coolest people I ever met didn't do drugs. Oh, I got a jet. Oh, okay, I got a jet. See you guys later. Waka 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 waka